Hello, I'm Scott, the breathing guy. I'll train you to locate, generate, activate core key energy in physical activity. This is the art of putting, exploration, and this is the lower body action, footwork, balance, how picking the right footwork for your sensing ability to create your art of putting. Putting is an art and finding your own form to do it. I've already gone through the closed stance footwork, where your foot's like this. That's a bobby lock, best putter ever. A box stance, and then the next one is very simple, is an open stance. An open stance is that your foot is up like this in front. The right foot's in front, the back is foot's in the back, and the putter ball, believe it or not, is towards the front of the foot. It's not in the middle of the body. It's an inch or so, but your club is a little bit in front. So that way you come up and you just hit through and involve. So understanding the open stance, this is what this video is. What does it offer you? What can it do for you? And what is the limitation? All down here in the lower body form. Always remember, have your balance 50-50. You tilt at the hip flexors right here, and your head's back, not forward like this. You do that, a lot of people putt like this. Man, those shoulders, you almost have to bring up to your ears so you'll be stable. That hurts. That actually is depriving you of your own art to be effective, to make it effortless, to enjoy and be repeatable. It tightens the body internally up. That's all I'll tell you right now. But if your chin is back a little bit, so your shoulders blade back, your shoulders are stable, you tip at the hip flexors. Now, having an open stance, there's several factors there. And it's basically having the left toe about at the back of the ball of the foot. You can try that. You can play with a little bit like this, a little bit more. It's up to you. Why? If you look at a lot of short putts by pros, what do? They step up, have the right foot here, and then they putt. They have this foot back up here, just go like that. So the question is, why can't you putt normally like that? And what you do is have that ball back towards the right foot. My mistake, get myself on there. So you want it closer here, so you're coming through on an open stance on there. So you're closer here, and you just let it fall through on there. What do you get with an open stance? A pendulum action. If you take the left arm as the leading arm for the putter face, the backhand is the force behind the peg. So you either can have a little wrist action or no wrist action. That's just, remember I said there's three areas: lower body, upper body, and hands. What do you want to do with your hands on this one? So if you want to make a total pendulum effect, just a pendulum where your shoulders are coming back and it's natural, always remember what your left hand does. Let me just show you real quick. If you're like this and you just have your arm stabilized, and if you pull your arm back, look how my hand just goes like a pet. You can pull it straight back and straight through. It's a pendulum act, natural. If your feet are in a box, what's natural when you go back is a circular, and when you come through, it's a round action. The closed stance, when you do the same thing, is like this, but my hand goes straight towards the target. If you want the left hand to be if you want to say the lead hand towards the target, that's the key thing there. The right hand in this form is the force. Now you can actually have it in this form too, where it's just like you're just stable and everything, and just let the rocking putting head do the work and follow through. The key to all these forms is the alignment with the back foot to the direction you want the ball to go. If you got a real curve around, you got to line that foot up. If it's turned in too much, you're going to try to go like that. If it's turned out too far like that, you're going to go, it's just going to go that way. So the alignment of the back foot towards the target is the key part of aiming the putter head. So for this one here, for an open stance, make sure the ball is back towards the back foot. 1. 2, make sure you try to get the alignment. So when you do it, basically the hand just goes right towards the target. If you get this right, in the sense of alignment, it's very natural. Your judgment's another story, but at least you're doing, it's like like that. You can almost pull it back and let it go. You can test it on this. Just take your hand like this, arm straight, and let it just see how it just goes. Think of the shaft. The shaft is the key. Don't think of the putter head turning out. It is the shaft that you want to make the pendulum action, not the putter head, because of the design. So think of the shaft. Is it moving in a pendulum action, or is it a circular action? What do you want? But in this form here, an open stance, it promotes a pendulum shaft action, and I can prove it. A box stance promotes a rounded action. A closed stance actually promotes an, if you want to say circular, but straight towards the putter, your target on that. Understanding the lower body sensation is the key to develop your art to putting. It's your sensation. You have to practice. And when you get older, you might have to make some adjustments, because if you put too much effort in, you're going to just kink up. Again, even with this right here, if your feet are too far back, you can really just go like that even. A lot of people do. You don't think you can make a 20-foot putt this way? You can. You might have to throw a touch of wrist action into it, but it can be done involved. But this is the open stance. This is my stance I've worked with. This is the one I worked with to really, because I like it creates the right hand, left hand, back hand, a pendulum form of movement. I work it from that way. So understanding the different forms for lower body promotes what the upper body can do, and the hands, what you need to do. So this is the end of the 3 basic footwork form. But always remember, 50-50 balance between ball and foot is your optimum. If anything, lean a little forward. Never on heel, because it tightens the back muscles, which limits your feeling of movement itself. It makes it harder. Tilt at the hip flexors for your chest. Make sure your head is back. That's your upper body form more. So that way your shoulders don't come up and down. And that's it, and then the hands come afterwards. We'll get into that in another video. So this has got the breathing guy. This is the art of putting, exploration, and finding your art, your physical form to create your art of putting. It's not about me. These are the options of lower body, and find what works best for you. And test what I say. It's basically, what do you want that left arm to do, or do you want just wrist action? That's basically the 2 forms. But whatever works best for you is what counts, not what I say or anyone says. And finding what works for you is your challenge of making your putting an art in repetition and in performance.